What's going on, everybody? What's up? I'm Dharma, and this is going to be a daily for you. It's tarot, it's channeling, it's Lenormand, it's intuition, tribe time, fairies, fun, all of the things, all at once. I'm always fidgety when we first start. I don't know what the deal is. Nobody knows we're here. I didn't put out a notification. I just said, bitch, it's now or never. So I jumped on that wagon, and here we are. For those of you who are new to the channel, welcome. So glad to have all of you. If you're not subscribed, please do. We're going to do a betwixt thing, have a little PJ party / talk about that at some point very soon. Hopefully today. We'll see if we can fit that into the schedule. We might do something on Facebook. And then I might go put it on Betwixt. I don't really know. It needs to be like a PJ party, but we need to talk about what it is exactly that we're doing here. And I don't mean on the channel, I mean on Earth. What the fuck is going on? What is this thing? What is this? Right? And then, of course, the healer fairy wants to show up. And I think that that's the thing about ravens. The reason that we were enchanted by raven medicine in 2019 is because first, before you can be a spiritual healer, okay, you have to be able to talk to spirit. You have to be able to hear it. You have to be able to see the signs. You have to be able to vibe in the other matrix. All right, the moon is in Aquarius right now, so shit might get weird today on the show. We might go completely left field. That might happen. We're already there. But my point is that we get enchanted by raven medicine, and it's like all we've been doing since then is fucking shadow work. You know that meme where they're like, there's one picture and she's all like yogi and blissful, and they're like what people think spiritual awakening is, and then there's another picture and it says what it actually is, and there's somebody going, I'm not crazy, it's the psychosis, right? It's not, it is. Thank you. I chopped off all of it on a whim. I actually had a picture with longer hair picked out, but I was in the middle of playing my ASMR a Happy Hospital game, and I was like, no, this one, and I showed her the shorter one, and then I looked up later and I was like, oh fuck, but I like it. My hair is a mane, a big huge giant mane of crazy, so it'll grow back and it'll be louder and prouder than before, and no matter what I do, it will turn itself back blonde. Okay, 2 days ago I put in like black brown highlights or low lights. Didn't work out so well because they're gone already. My hair wants to be white. Anyway, we got sidetracked. What were we talking about? Weird alien shit. And that all we've been doing since we have been enchanted by raven medicine is fucking shadow work. And I think that that's what spirit does. When you decide that you're going to listen in, when you decide that you can in fact hear across the veil, when you decide that you're not crazy and that that's actually happening and that thing really did just move across the room and you're actually not scared, that then they say, okay, now that we've got your attention, you're doing all of this wrong. All of it. You wrong state, wrong men, wrong job, wrong voice, wrong ideas. You're doing it all wrong. Here's your shadow journal. Now we're going to put you through a little cycle here so you can see. We're going to put you through the rinse and wash cycle one last time. Until now, we're coming out at the end going, whoa. What just happened? And things that we were okay with then, we are not okay with now. We will not stand for things that we would stand for 2 or 3 years ago. In fact, it's quite unattractive at this point. And now your guides are like, okay, now you're vetted. Now you're ready. Now you're ready to actually hear some. You've only seen through the safety goggles of the Matrix. Now that you're healing and you know how to heal, now you really want to be a healer. You get to see the full scope, and it feels like something's coming in hot. In a real way, and it feels like the way that that's going on is that things and processes that we used to do and things we were okay with, relationships we were okay with, jobs that we were okay with, they're going away. And that's because your karma with them is over. You're done with the shadow work with them. So it's time for the other things now. Okay. So, it's like 5 o'clock. You get a bun in the oven, and don't freak out. That doesn't, I mean, for maybe one of you. Maybe 0.01 of you. It could be a baby. But this is an idea. It's a beast. It's a thing that... And you know that it's coming because whoever you're hanging out with, they are being eerily calm. And they have like a shit-eating grin on their face. I know something you don't know. And you're like... What did you do? What did you do? Heard I came through. They're really, 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 really proud of themselves in this moment. They just are the bunnies. That's the bun in the oven. That's my whole point. Family. Deep commitment. It also comes with the fawn. Now, keeping in mind, these are fairies. It's oracle cards. It's vibes. The fawn is, to me, and this is not how it's stated in the book, but this is how it like came to me when I was meditating on the card many moons ago, is that it was actually two fairies doing their thing, and then they come together like this, and they create a whole. The fawn is your bestie. The fawn is the one... They're the one where if you think of something funny, you want to text them and tell them. Or turn to them and tell them. But this is... So there's two cards here that talk about hope. Somebody's going to come through. And they... The sun. Queen of Pentacles. Nine of Cups. There could be a total of 5 people standing around. While you're having this conversation. And all of a sudden there is like a rustling of excitement of, oh boy, and what if, and are you serious, and no fucking way, and they're like, you want to go, and you're like, yeah, absolutely. All of a sudden there's balance in the land, because it also feels like hold on for your horses, because all of a sudden something starts moving really, really, really fast too. Like if you, let's say that someone's like, hey, do you like this? And you're like, yeah, I like this. And they're like, good, because we own it. And you're all 10 of coins. Forever, forever, ever, forever, ever. And whatever it does, it causes the fighting to stop in an instant. Because whatever you were fighting about is solved. Like if you've been having a tiff with someone, this could be somebody at work. This is just someone that you're dealing with around this time frame when the number 5 is relevant, okay? It could be different for everybody. But if you were having a tiff with this particular person about a particular specific topic, they correct it, or they fix it, or they do what they said they were going to do, or they they come through. I don't know how else to say that. Somebody that you swore up and down was not going to fucking come through, they do. Swans. Everything I do it for you. Oh, oh, oh. Those are 2 different songs. Wow. Let's get out the Hush Tarot. This is later on, like overnight. Oh, shit. Somebody could literally be watching HGTV. It's been a while since I've done anything like that. Page of Cups. Tweely-lee, tweely-lee, tweely-lee. You get a page. So what's that? A message, a text, a news. It's a cup, so it's emotional. From the King of Rods. And the Ace of Rods. They're like, they say something to you and it makes you, things that make you go, I don't know who this is. So the way that I read, you have to completely discount everything that I just said that was a different time frame. Could be with a different person. But this is, you're sitting around, there might be several animals. A cat, a dog, in my case, a raccoon. But you have a dragon, like a very, very, very protective dragon. And they go all over. Like, do you see their big eyeball? They're watching everything that she does, even if she doesn't realize that. And you get this page from the King of Rods, and it makes you open your eyes, and it puts you in a position of, what do I do? 2 of Rods. You have to make a decision right then and there. First, let's see what it is that they even are saying. I guess I grabbed a different deck. You might be asleep. 4 of Swords. King of Rods and Judgment. This person could have a mustache. Or be a Pisces. They could have Pisces and Leo in their chart. Ace of Cups. And when you see it, you sit straight up. You cannot believe. I heard it is absolutely not who you think it's going to be. So if you think that it is going to be some man, it's not. It could be, but it's not like that. This is not nasty. You are minding your own business, and somebody with Pisces and Leo in their chart somewhere reaches out to you, and you sit straight up. Eight of Swords, Seven of Swords, Eight of Wands. And you don't know what to do with that bit of information. Whether to keep it to yourself or to say something. Somebody might be gifting you money just because. You might be receiving a, Ace of Pentacles. A large payout. For what purpose, though? Someone's just going to call and be like, so you want some cash? Bullshit. Leo. This is family. Pisces. The Hierophant. They're feeling giving. Well, but where did it come from? Where did you... It's a gift. Don't ask any fucking questions, Ganesha. It's for support. It is to confirm that some plan that you had made, like very recently, you may have even been laying around thinking about some kind of future goal that you have, and then they roll in with this. And that's the universe saying, yes, you're on the right path. We will provide. And you're like, I can't believe this. And it could be because someone else has passed or something like that, but that would have already happened. So that's not a prediction. This is something else. Pisces. That you're the apple of their eye. It's family. It's to repair family. You maybe haven't talked to this person in like 3 years. And they just show up. Like, so you want all this money and you're like, I don't know what I just said. I don't know what all that was. That was odd. It makes you go like that. The fuck am I hearing right now? You're hearing this message from this little bird and your eyes are wide open like, what exactly are you saying to me right now? All right, this is first thing in the morning. So somebody is going to have an offer for you. They see you as fierce. They see you as climbing an uphill battle. They see your strengths and attributes. And this person, they're coming across as a mouse, okay? But that could just be their personality. Have you ever met somebody who is like really small in stature and they kind of talk really low and they kind of maybe trip up on their words or whatever when they talk, and you're coming forward as this like fierce bear, and they're like, hey, something about truth, and they want to reconcile, and they want to know what you think would be a better fit. They're like, here, you tell us what you think. And the Hierophant and the Nine of Cups. Well, to be honest with you, there's something about eyes being everywhere. And Eyes being everywhere. The crow, the scythe. Victory. That's my point. Somebody wants to work through a stalemate. This could be about work. And they are kind of timid. And they're willing to give you what you want, but they just want you to just go ahead and tell them what you want. That would be easier if you would just say it. And it's like a reward, and you are feeling very, very, very victorious. And they offer it to you right then and there. You make the agreement right then and there. Keep getting the Raven. So what do you do with your, I mean, it feels unexpected, but also not. You probably expected something like that. Maybe you just didn't think it was going to be that easy. 9 of coins. More money, better hours. But it's worth it. Queen of coins. I'll accept your terms. I accept your terms. 3 of coins. We'll work on it. You've beat out some kind of competition anyways. And then you get the offer. Right there it is. You get the offer. Right then and there. They just handle it. Squash it. Handle it. Okay, and then this is going to be right before the next tarot story. Hopefully that'll be tomorrow. You like that, Kate? Somebody told me he went, well, you look your age. Because I'm turning 40 and on the 11th, okay? It's a big year for me. Yes, we should already be celebrating. And yes, I had big plans to get us something to do so we could all do it together. It fucking snuck up on me. And now here it is 2 weeks away. I even had my friends pool on whether or not I was going to have a good birthday this year. I usually don't. But it's my 40th. And then I was like, well, I'm going to go and I was like a tribal ritual thing, you know. In my mind, I wasn't planning on getting it this cut off. But I'm like, I did go with the intentions of cutting off all the old shit. Because that's what hair is, right? And plus it was fried. Because I dye my hair so much and I fuck with it so much and I'm always doing something with it. It dyes easy. And he goes, well, you look your age. Basically called me a fucking Karen. And somebody else saw a picture and said I look sad. I'm like, what the fuck? You think so? I need somebody to fix the color. I just want it to go to all the one way it should be, and then I just don't want to color it anymore. This is before the next tarot story. 3 of Pentacles. You might be talking to 3 people. 3 little birds are we. And you guys all have, you could literally be singing together. And you have a big love for each other. You all drink from the same cup. And you all fill into the same cup. It's a community cup. Right? And you guys are talking. And then a Knight of Swords pops up out of nowhere. Nine of Cups, 2 of Cups. Somebody might say to you, bitch, focus. Don't do it. You're all, I'm going to do it. And they're like, don't do it. Somebody gets like, I don't want to say called out for their shit. It's like you're minding your own business, talking to your birdies, and some Knight of Swords rolls in and they say something that is, it's engineered. Like it is, intended to say one thing to get you to respond a different way. Like they'll ask you a question about whatever, but they're doing that so they can get information about something else. And it's like a big red flag shows up. You're like, okay, this is getting out of hand at this point. I'm not going to fucking fight with this bitch. Look, there's 3 snakes here. 2 snakes are at the bottom fighting over the apple. And this one's just trying to get away up top. And I think that that might be you. You're like, I'm too healed for this. You guys can, I don't want to play. The judgment of the Queen of Swords is, I just don't think you feel like you need to divulge any information to that person. And if there's an emperor in your life, you might just go curl up with them. Like it's safe here. You might have a safety blanket of a human being. And I think instead, because it's like, my point is that whatever they're doing, they're saying something to throw you off. And I think you're like, I don't care. I don't want to play like that. I don't want to be involved. And you go and snuggle up with somebody else. You're like, you're safe. You're warm and safe and wonderful. And I want to lay on top of you and fall asleep. And I mean that in like a nice way, not a nasty way, okay? Thank you. All right, 1 card, please, for how we're going to be leaving the next 24 to 36. The Fool. Exactly. You're going to trust. Yeah. So I think I'm going to leave that there. All of a sudden, everything got really quiet, and I'm like wondering what that even means. Okay. So come back later and check that out. I'm going to do Virgo next. I think the way I'm going to do it is go live on members for the stories. So it'll be Virgo, and on members, I'll do the first half, and then I'll do an extended. And once it's finally processed, then I'll release it for everybody, because what keeps happening is that I'll do them both live, and then the extended processes forever. So people who want to watch the extended don't even get to see it till the next day, and that's very irritating. So we're probably going to do it like that. So if you want a sneak peek of the other signs, head on over to members. And otherwise, I'll be back on later. We need to do a PJ party or something. It's gonna be a betwixt party. Okay, so check back later for that. And until next time, I love you guys. Bye. Maybe.